The woman in apartment. Every night at exactly 11:17 p.m., the lights in apartment 313 flickered 3 times and then went out. Every single night. Mira, a university student living in 312 across the hall, couldn't ignore it anymore. The apartment had been vacant for months. At least, that's what the landlord claimed. But Mira had often seen a silhouette standing at the window. A woman, long hair, still as a statue. One night, driven by curiosity or maybe madness, Mira stayed up and watched. As usual, the flickers came at 11:17. But this time, after the lights went out, she saw the door to 313 slowly creak open. No one stepped out. Heart pounding, she grabbed her phone and tiptoed to the door. The hallway was dead silent. The door to 313 stood ajar, inviting her in. Against her better judgment, she pushed it open. Inside, the apartment was cold and untouched, covered in dust. But in the center of the living room was a table with 3 candles, burning. And then, a whisper behind her. "You're early." Mira spun around. No one was there. The door slammed shut. Myra's breath caught in her throat as the door slammed shut behind her, sealing her inside the dark apartment. The air turned ice cold. The candles on the table flared with a hiss, casting long shadows that twisted unnaturally across the walls. Then she heard it, scratching. From inside the walls, like nails dragging slowly through wood. She turned, and the wall across the room began to bleed. Thick, black liquid oozed down, forming words. "She died in your place." A scream built in her throat, but it never left. Something unseen grabbed her neck from behind. Her phone fell, the light flickering across the floor until it landed on a pair of bare feet. Dirty, rotting, unmoving. She looked up, and saw the woman. Skin peeling, mouth sewn shut, eyes wide and leaking blood. Then, with a sudden jerk, the woman's hand reached inside Myra's chest, not physically, but into something deeper. Her soul, pulling, cheering. The last thing Mira saw before everything went black, was her own body, standing up without her. And smiling. Moral of the story is, sometimes seeking answers in places that are better left untouched can lead to consequences you can never escape.